Hey, it's Dr. Dunaway with Chiro Strength talking about the squat series today. And is your squat hurting your back? We've linked to that blog in the description below to kind of see the context of these different faults. And this video is going to be the fault of the side shift at the bottom of the squat. And you've probably seen people before, when they squat and they come back up, you squat, you kind of see their butt come out to the side like this. And essentially what they're doing is that they're relying on a good leg or a strong leg. And this can kind of be supplemented, one, by making sure you go through your mobility and making sure that you have equal mobility in your hips. But one exercise that I would think would clear most of these problems up would be the reverse or the single leg split squat with the back leg elevated. And so I'm going to go through that real quick, and this would be something that I would use as your main squat variation until you start to feel like both sides are equal. And so with the rear foot elevated split squat, you bring one foot back, and you're just going to have to kind of play around with these variations as far as how far out this front foot is, because I want you to get into a position where and the front leg should look like a normal squat. We're not going to be too far forward. We're going to keep that butt wink out of it. We're going to sink down. Now, to do that, you have to have some good hip flexor mobility. So there are some mobility prerequisites to this. But I'm going to get, just like I would in a good neutral setup for a good squat, spine's going to stay neutral. I'm going to have a little bit of forward lean like I normally would in a squat. And I'm going to use a support system as little as possible, but as much as necessary to make sure I'm staying balanced with good force. I'm going to slowly pull myself down into this squat, feel what it feels like to be in a good deep squat position, and then push up. I'm using this as my drive leg, and I'm not trying to do like a leg extension with this leg to push me up. Eventually, I want you to get rid of the support system, lock the lats in, pull yourself down, hold, and then drive yourself back up. Really focusing on the eccentric portion of this, stopping and then really driving up. Now, you'll likely realize or be able to appreciate when you're doing this, one side will feel connected or it will feel kind of natural, and the other side will feel a little bit awkward. Making sure you have the same setup on each side, meaning the leg is the same distance away from the chair or the bench that you're using, and making sure you're getting as deep from one side to the other, and really sinking deep enough to where you can maintain good spine and pelvic alignment. And if you haven't saw the video with the butt wink, go back and look at that one, because we're going to really be preventing this butt wink, although it's easier to do when you have one leg extended. So start with body weight. You can start to load that by holding kettlebells, but really think about being able to go deep into the squat and push off one leg, feeling like one side is equal to the other. When they start feeling a little more symmetrical, you can go back to your normal back or front squat as your main squat variation. And you should be able to notice a lot less of that side shift once you get the strength on the single leg stance feeling a little more equal. So try that. If you have any questions, comment below. You can always reach me at drdunaway@chirostrength.com. And like I always say, don't just mend, transcend. Thanks.